Why aren't you using Linux? I'll ask that question. I will ask that question. I'll probably put this clip at the beginning of the video instead of that thing about Mars 1. Why are you not using Linux? Tell me, and I will completely make your argument irrelevant. Hey, what's up guys? I'm Jacob Kaufman. I'm the nerd of the street, and as you know, I have been working on my current project, Life on Linux. And I know that I don't have that many followers yet. I will probably do something very similar to this in the future, but for now, you know, I've got about 30 people following me on this channel, and I asked you guys for questions about many things. About my Nexus 7, about Windows 8, which the box is up there, I don't have it installed anymore. And I also asked you guys for questions about Linux. And I didn't really get any questions about any one of those. And that's kind of... This is not really like my Wake Up Subscribers video, because that was just a general, hey, say something. This is more of a just... I still have Linux installed, you know, and I'm still making Linux videos. But I might not be for very long. Now, I recalled that I set myself the time span, so I thought that this would just be one of those fizzle out things, but now I remember, Life on Linux was supposed to end when my school got out and went to summer vacation, which is quickly approaching. We've just got, like, a few weeks left, and, then, one, I'll be summer vacation, I'll have more time to screw with computer stuff, and two, Life on Linux will be ending, at least this round will. Maybe I'll have like a Life on Linux Season 2 whenever I have like 100 subscribers or something, but for now, I think that this series has run its course. I thought I would be making a lot more how-tos, like how to save a document in Microsoft Office format, but I did cover that stuff briefly in the first two videos. Installation and the desktop. I talked a lot about just general Linux stuff like that, but there are still people who don't like using Linux. Just like yesterday, I had a client bringing his computer back. He had actually agreed to have me install Linux on it because it was an old computer and he wanted it running faster, but then he brought it back and he said he wanted Windows 7 on it. And I'm like, do you want Windows 8? And he's like, no. I'm like, do you want Windows XP? And he's like, no. And he just wanted Windows 7, so I put that on. But like, I understand that change is hard, and I'm not saying that all of you should just go out and switch to Linux, because I've made this clear before, Linux is not for everyone. But, at the same time, I've been getting a lot of interaction, about random stuff, which is totally okay. Don't think that that's bad, because people asking me questions about just general, any technology stuff, that is exactly what I want. However, I made a series specifically for Linux because I know a lot of people, I'll talk to them about Linux, and then they'll kind of just like be like, oh yeah, I don't know how to do any of that. Well, I was trying to kind of teach you how to do some of that. But yeah, nobody's asking any questions, so this is just kind of a last call. I will certainly make at least one more Life on Linux video. But yeah, I didn't get as many videos out as I had wanted to. So yeah, I'm really not sure. The reason I didn't get as many videos out as I had wanted to is because I'm not sure what you guys want. I mean, if you all already know how to save an OpenOffice document in Microsoft Office format, then obviously I don't want to make a 10-minute video showing you how to do one thing if you already know how to do it. But if you don't know how to do anything, then that is exactly what I want to address. So just discussing plans after Linux, I've been speculating, just thinking about doing a Hackintosh. Now, here's the thing. Last time I tried to do a Hackintosh, I had, like, a couple things holding me back. One of them was my wireless card, and I've got wired internet in my room now, so that's not a problem anymore. The other one was my graphics card. So that's what's really going to decide if I do a Hackintosh or if I just don't really do a main thing after Life on Linux. I'll just keep doing general technology videos if I don't do a Hackintosh. At any rate, after Life on Linux ends, yes, I am going to install Windows on another hard drive. It's a 30GB SSD. I'm not devoting the majority of my resources to it or anything, but, you know, just for, like, recording, it would be pretty helpful, yeah, to have Fraps, because I proved that recording games on Linux works. If you want to see that, you can go and watch RetroCraft on my entertainment channel. That was recorded on Linux. However, there are a lot of problems and a lot of hoops you have to jump through to do that. And yeah, what the message I was hoping to get out is that, I mean, yeah, if, like, Beepa made a version of Fraps for Linux, I would buy it. I'd buy it for twice as much as the Windows version of Fraps, but, you know, yeah, they don't have a Linux version of Fraps. There isn't even Linux versions of a lot of games out there. So yeah, but as Windows 8, as Windows and Mac alike, both kind of go into touchscreen territory, because Mac is doing it too. They've got the Launchpad and, the Launchpad. I know that a lot of gamers are considering switching to Linux, just because of game performance and availability. And I think that is great. I think as more games start being produced for Linux, better game recorders will be produced for Linux as well. But, you know, in the meantime, I'd like to be able to record easily so I can focus more on content and less on tech stuff a little bit. So yeah, after Life on Linux ends, I will be installing Windows on another partition. And, yeah, I will possibly do Hackintosh if I can find some drivers or a solution to that problem of my cheapest graphics card on the internet, because that is the graphics card I have right now. It was the last thing on going down my list of necessary items for my computer. Graphics card was at the bottom, because I didn't imagine myself really playing games, and it doesn't even perform that badly. It's just cheapo depot, you know. It doesn't have a lot of support, doesn't have a lot of credibility, doesn't have a lot of circuitry. It's just plain old graphics card. So yeah, I'll have to see what works out there. So let me know. As always, let me know if you'd like to see a Hackintosh project. If you don't know what a Hackintosh is, it's Mac OS, like you would get on a Mac, but I will be installing it on a non-Mac computer. Don't like to call this a PC because people will credit that to Windows, but yeah, that's basically what it would be. Me installing Mac OS on a computer other than a Mac. So if you want to see that, then let me know. Oh, and then the point of this video, once again, any specific questions about Linux, any general questions about Linux, any questions at all about Linux, please just throw me a bone here. I mean, I feel like I am getting good interaction in terms of just in general, but in terms of this Life on Linux series, I feel like I'm talking to a camera. And what I mean by that is I don't think a lot of you are watching Life on Linux videos, and they're getting views, but I mean, yeah, just, do you have any questions? Any concerns? You know, I posed it once as a challenge. I challenge you to find something that you can do on Windows that I can't do on Linux. Please, if you think that there's something that you can't do on Linux that you can do on Windows or Mac OS, what is it? So yeah, why are you not using Linux yet? Too strong learning curve? That's all I got. Because it's really not. If you'd watch the installation video, I mean, as long as you just copy all your files to an external hard drive, just you pop in the DVD and it does it all for you. You don't have to deal with the terminal, you know, with the black background, white text, and the little blinky. You don't have to do that. It's all point and click. And, I mean, yeah. There's absolutely, in my mind, no reason why every one of you is not using Linux at this point, because I showed you how to install it. So tell me, why are you not using Linux? So yeah, don't forget to check out youtube.com/jacobgkau for my entertainment channel. I'm editing a video for that right now. And yeah, I'm Jacob Kaufman, I'm there on the street, and I guess I'll see you later. See ya.